Here, hydrosailing solution. This is the M32 Series 1 Regatta, race number 4. So let's take a look at the results in the data. Long shot, Lucy Delta 1, 2, 3. And let's go over here now and look at kind of the... Now, this is the 4th race. This is getting a little bit windier. Wind's getting a little more steady. And let's look at long shots at a 6.9. Lucy 6.6, 6.2, 6.3, 6.3, 6.4, 6.5. So long shots sailing a lot faster with a distance of 3.08 and with Lucy at a 3.01 and Delta at a 3.04. So some of the other boats got to go a little bit again. Black Seal a little bit on the slower side, 6.2 at a 2.9. So just my sense is that sailing a little bit too thin here on average. So Soka and Stanley still a little bit slower than the rest also. So got to work on the speed element there. Okay, let's flop over to the race and take a look at this. Get back down here. Okay, how are we looking on the wind here? Let me straighten up the wind just a tidbit more. One little bit more, one little bit more. All right, good. Now let's see how the starting line looks. Maybe a little bit pin in favored again. Just a smidge bit here. Let's see what our start time is. Start time's at 14:53. So kind of play this out here a little bit. That's my ship spell going off there. It's 11 o'clock. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Speed this up just a little bit here. Again, so the technique I really like is getting on a starboard with time and distance to burn, coming in and just getting your pace in here to get a start. So if you look at us and Lucy kind of just staying and just getting right there, executing a good kind of straight line here. Soka coming in, dipping in, trying to find a spot. My guess would probably be a little bit later, locked out at the boat. Long shot coming in here and just winning the pin end of the line. So just looking, Volpe's just way late on the whole setup. I mean, we're at 15 seconds, and they're probably a good 30, 45 seconds from the line now. Delta kind of just holding their spot here, waiting in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's the start. Stanley winning the boat here. Volpe or Delta here. Volpe just super late and just again, Black Seal just time and distance line just a little bit behind on the whole setup. Probably just a little bit too high and thin here on Soka speed-wise would be my guess. Volpe is always a little bit footing, and then Seal. So Volpe still in the foot mode here. But look at over here. If we look over here, really kind of a nice line up here. Kind of the Stanley. I mean, just everybody's got the right angle and looks about the same boat speed here. So long shot, bow down a little bit. You can see that, and that's going to give them the ability probably to cross the fleet here on the outside. Let's look upwind a little bit. What do we have? We have a little bit of a lift and then a little bit of just maybe a little bit of a lefty, but very little in, maybe a little even a righty here. But whoever's angled this is just sailed back on a knock. coming back here. So we'll see who ends up that's going to be. Looks like it's going to be Volpe. So yeah, a little bit of a lefty here. You can see Lucy getting a little lift in here, Volpe getting a little knock in here. That's probably going to put the guys on the left in a very favorable spot early on. Soka really sending it out to the corner here. Just super hard. I mean, you get any shifts, you're not going to be able to really kind of take advantage of it. But these guys definitely on the ley line too. Probably, look, even overstood. So what happened here? A little left shift. And we'll see. It looks like those guys will probably beat. We got a little knock here, but then a lift again at the end. Just Soka and Seal had to sail back in a header. Yep, long shot's going to get around first, and then Delta, and then Lucy Delta. More of a speed race, that one, but still, try not to get too far out to the ends unless you really don't have a choice. I mean, you look at a lot of the boats just made it out to the edges there. Let's look at downwind. We didn't look at downwind yet. We got show steps. Okay, so what do we got downwind? Long shot at 7.9, Delta to 8.1, Arista 7.7, 8.3 on Lucy, 8.2 on Seal, 7.7, 8.0. So Lucy the fastest at a 2.7 distance, sailed a little more than long shot at a 2.6. Let's see kind of how that plays out down the track here. We get a little knock here. You can see that. Maybe even a little pressure there. Going 8.5s versus 7, so a little more pressure on this side just at the moment. They do get a knock coming in here. Maybe, let's see what their speed is here. 7.5s. 8, almost 9s here. 8's just a little slow and low on long shot. Trying to make the mark here, I guess. I bet you if they went a little bit higher, they would have been a little bit better off for them. Let's back up and look at the rest of the fleet here. Soka going pretty low there again. Seals over here at 8.9, so maybe more pressure over here. But again, everybody trying to go low and slow here. 7, maybe not too much. But that's just a danger. Always go the proper angle, and then you just have to deal with where it lanes you up on the mark. Soka got a little low rounding there. Look at long shot, bow down, going fast. Seal, again, a little bit higher mode. 6.3s, 7s. So let's look at that. Pause that. Let's go back over to this. Long shot, third leg, 6.63, Seal. I'm sorry, 6.6 on long shot, 6.3 on Seal. 2.9 on long shot, 2.86 on Seal. So again, same theme here. Just got to go a little faster. A little bit of a righty here. You can see that wind's fading. So this is going to put long shot in the lead. Soka gets a knock here. This should put them back in the game a little bit now. And a little bit of a lift here. So let's look at Soka real quick here. Soka 6.37, 6.8, 6.6. So just a bit of a speed issue upwind. Soka doing a good job of staying inside, maybe a little more pressure for them. Getting in the back. Really just going straight downhill. But you can see here where they're a little bit too slow now. So a little bit too slow and low. Seal should come out with a little bit more heat. Stanley going a little bit too slow and low there. Yeah, see that? Just going too slow and low on Soka. And on Stanley's Black Seal doing a much better job VMG and with a little bit more boat speed downwind. And if we look at the numbers, Seal 8.6 downwind, Soka 8.0. So they were a half a knot faster, sailed 1.5 tenths farther kilometer, but VMG was much better. Let's see, long shot was at a 10.2 knots, Lucy's at a 9.9. So just sailing a little bit too low. Got to feel the boat lift as it goes through that downwind. It's just being too low or just being too hot. The boat should just feel like it lifts a little bit and then you squeeze it back down again. Okay, I'll put up this numbers again. And you can pause and look at it.